In Big Bend National Park in Texas, 45-year-old Ranger Travis Maddox takes off his boots at dawn, ready to patrol the rugged wilderness he's called home for decades. An old soul with a heart hardened by years of struggling with life's chaos, he discovers crimson droplets staining the dusty trail one morning. A wounded mountain lion, its fawn fur matted with blood, trapped in a rusty barbed wire fence. With steady hands and a little courage, he frees the animal, naming it Cody, meaning brave heart. What happens next? You'll wonder. Will Cody disappear or follow Travis like a ghost? Stay. I think this story has more twists than a rattlesnake. Proof that kindness can stir up something wilder than we ever imagined. Now hold on to your hats, folks, because after Travis Maddox freed that mountain lion he christened Cody in the sun-scorched wilds of Big Bend National Park, something downright extraordinary began to unfold. Something that'd make even the toughest cowboy's jaw drop. Days turned into weeks, and Travis, that weathered 45-year-old ranger with a soul as tough as mesquite, started noticing a shadow trailing him on his patrols. A silent golden ghost slipping through the cactus and scrub like a whisper on the wind. It was Cody, that fierce survivor, not hightailing it back to the wilds as you'd expect, but sticking close, watching Travis with those piercing amber eyes that seemed to say, "I owe you, partner." At first it rattled him. Imagine a 150-pound predator pacing your every step across the Texas backcountry. But soon that shiver of fear morphed into a quiet awe. A bond you'd swear was pulled straight from a frontier legend. Travis be out there, checking traps or mending fences under the relentless sun, and there'd be Cody, perched on a ridge or lurking behind a boulder, never too close, but never too far neither, just enough to let Travis know he wasn't alone. It's like the lion carved out a pact, a debt repaid in loyalty, and folks, if that don't tug at your heartstrings, I don't know what will. Now, I've seen plenty in my years, bears, wolves, you name it, but this was a dance of trust between man and beast, raw and real as a Lone Star sunset. And here's where it gets wilder. Word spread among the rangers, and they'd rib Travis saying, "You got yourself a guardian angel with claws, Maddox." But he'd just grin, tipping his hat, knowing Cody wasn't some pet. He was a partner, a shadow stitched to his soul. So what's next, you ask? Did Cody just watch from afar, or did fate have bigger plans for this duo? Hang tight, because this tale's about to kick up dust like a stampede. I reckon it's proof that out here, where the land's untamed, loyalty don't care about species, only heart. Folks, buckle up, because as Travis Maddox and his shadow, Cody the mountain lion, carved their unlikely bond across the jagged trails of Big Bend National Park, something bigger than a tall tale started brewing. A wildfire of whispers that'd sweep through every ranger station and campfire in Texas. At first, it was just a flicker. Travis'd roll in from a long day, dust on his boots, telling tales of Cody trailing him like a loyal hound, and the other rangers scoff, saying, "Maddox, you're pulling our leg. Ain't no lion gonna play sidekick." But then they saw it with their own eyes. That tawny beast, muscles rippling under the sun, ghosting Travis's every move, never pouncing, just watching. Word spread faster than a prairie wind, and soon enough, folks weren't just chuckling, they were downright mesmerized. The park buzzed with it. Old-timers swapped stories over coffee, saying, "That's no ordinary cat, that's a guardian spirit." While wide-eyed rookies begged to ride shotgun on Travis's patrols, hoping to catch a glimpse of the legend. Even the visitors got wind of it. families from Dallas, retirees from Houston, all clamoring for a peek at the ranger and his lion, turning a quiet corner of the park into a pilgrimage site. Travis, though, he just shrugged, that weathered grin creasing his face, saying, "Cody ain't here for the fame. He's here 'cause he's family." And family he was, folks. A bond forged in blood and barbed wire, a testament to trust that'd make you believe in miracles. The Rangers stopped joking and started tipping their hats, calling Cody the Phantom of Big Ben, a protector born from one man's grit. I've roamed these lands long enough to know nature don't bend easy, but when it does, it's pure magic. So what happens when the world starts watching? Does Cody stay a shadow, or does destiny deal a wilder hand? Stick around, because this story's got more kick than a mule on moonshine. It's living proof that out here, kindness can tame the wildest hearts. All right, folks, grab a cold one and settle in, because just when Travis Maddox and his lion shadow Cody had the whole Big Bend National Park buzzing like a beehive at a barbecue, the Texas sky cracked open with a trial that'd test their bond like a twister tearing through a trailer park. It was the dead of a brutal summer drought, scorched earth, brittle brush, and a heat so thick you could fry an egg on your truck hood, when trouble rolled in like a bad omen. A herd of javelinas, those wiry, tusked hogs meaner than a rattlesnake with a hangover, went plumb loco, tearing through the park, uprooting campsites, and sending tourists scrambling like ants at a picnic. Travis, that 45-year-old ranger with grit in his veins, got the call. Folks needed herding to safety pronto. But as he roared out in his beat-up Jeep, the ground started shaking. Those hogs weren't just mad, they were a stampede, charging straight for him, tusks flashing like switchblades under the sun. Alone on a dusty rise, surrounded by nothing but yucca and desperation, Travis braced himself, heart pounding, sweat stinging his eyes, knowing he was one man against a freight train of fury. The Rangers back at base were still jawing about Cody, calling him the Phantom of Big Bend. But now Travis needed more than a legend. He needed a miracle. I've seen nature turn ugly, folks, and this was it. Chaos, dust, and a roar that'd chill your bones. The herd closed in, grunting and squealing, and Travis thought, well, this is it. Gonna meet my maker with hog breath in my face. But then what? Did Cody vanish into the sagebrush? Or did that lion step up like a hero from a John Wayne flick? Hang on tight, because this tale's about to buck like a bronco. I swear it's proof that when the chips are down, the wild don't just watch, it fights. You won't believe what's coming. Folks, you're gonna want to hitch your wagon to this one, because just as Travis Maddox stared down a freight train of raging javelinas in the blistering hell of Big Bend National Park, with dust choking the air and those tusked terrors bearing down like a posse of outlaws, a roar ripped through the chaos that'd make your granddaddy's war stories sound like a Sunday nap. Out of nowhere, Cody, that mountain lion, that golden ghost Travis had pulled from the jaws of death, exploded onto the scene, a blur of muscle and fury, charging straight into the fray like some Lone Star Avenger. Picture it, Travis cornered on that rise, heart hammering like a jackrabbit's, thinking he's hog feed, when Cody leaps in, fangs bared, claws slashing, a growl so deep it rattled the rocks. Those javelinas, mean as sin, twice as stubborn, skidded to a halt, snorting and squealing, caught off guard by this king of the wilds who didn't flinch, didn't back down. Cody darted between them, a whirlwind of courage, dodging tusks like a bullfighter, roaring to scatter their ranks. buying Travis precious seconds to scramble toward a jagged outcrop. Sweat poured down his face, his boots slipping on shale, but he couldn't look away. Cody was risking it all, a lion against a herd, for him. I've tracked critters from Montana to the Mississippi, and I'm telling you, this wasn't just instinct. This was loyalty, pure and raw, the kind that'd make a grown man weep. The hogs, confused and riled, started peeling off, their charge broken by Cody's sheer guts. And as the dust settled, Travis caught his breath, eyes locked on his savior. Was Cody just a beast doing what beasts do? Or was this the moment their bond became legend? Stick with me, folks. This ain't over yet. It's proof that out here, where the land don't forgive, a friend with claws can be your salvation. You won't believe what's next. All right, folks, strap in tight, because when Cody, that mountain lion with a heart of Texas steel, roared into battle against a herd of javelinas to save Travis Maddox in Big Bend National Park, the dust hadn't even settled before a wave of awe crashed over them both, pulling them into a moment so raw it'd sear itself into your soul. Travis, panting on that rocky outcrop, watched Cody collapse, spent, heaving, his golden flanks scratched and bruised from tangling with those tusked devils, and his gut twisted with a mix of fear and gratitude that'd choke up a stone statue. He scrambled down, boots kicking up dirt, and dropped beside Cody, hands trembling as he ran him through that tangled mane, whispering, "You crazy son of a gun, you did it." Cody's eyes, hazy with exhaustion, met his, steady, unblinking, like they were saying, "We're square now, partner." Travis hauled him up, half carrying that 150-pound beast to his Jeep, driving slow to the ranger station, heart pounding louder than a thunderstorm over the plains. The vet patched Cody up, nothing broken, just battered pride and a few war scars. And Travis sat there, replaying it all, knowing he'd been one heartbeat from a hog's tusk, if not for his lion. Word hit the park like a shotgun blast. Rangers, jaws dropped, slapping Travis's back, hollering, "Your cat's a damn hero, Maddox." Visitors started spinning yarns about the Lion of Big Bend, a tale so wild it'd outshine a Pecos Bill legend. I've seen bonds in my day, cowboys and horses, hunters and hounds, but this was a debt paid in blood and bravery, a handshake between man and wild that'd make you believe in fate. Travis had saved Cody once, and now Cody'd returned the favor. Two souls stitched together by barbed wire and grit. So what's next for this duo? Does the legend grow or fade into the sunset? Hang on, folks. This ride's still got spurs, and it's proof that out here, loyalty's thicker than blood. Folks, get ready to have your boots knocked clean off, because after Cody the mountain lion turned a javelina stampede into a dust-choked standoff to save Travis Maddox in Big Bend National Park, their story didn't just simmer down, it blazed into a legacy that'd echo from the Rio Grande to the Rockies like a ballad sung by the wind itself. With Cody patched up, licking his wounds at the ranger station, Travis sat there, staring into those amber eyes, feeling a lump in his throat bigger than a longhorn's horn, knowing he'd not just saved a lion, but forged a brother in the wild. Word of their saga spread like wildfire at a barn dance. Tourists flocked in, cameras clicking, begging for a peek at the Lion of Big Bend, while rangers etched Cody's name into park lore, calling it a bond tougher than rawhide. Kids scribbled pictures, old-timers spun tales over bourbon, and Travis, he'd just tip his hat, saying, "Cody ain't a pet, he's kin," his voice cracking with pride. Out on patrols, he'd catch that golden shadow prowling the ridges, a silent salute between them, and every sunset felt like a sacred nod to their shared scars. Barbed wire for Cody, near death for Travis. I've roamed this land for decades, seen grizzlies and mustangs, but this was a miracle stitched from grit and grace, a lesson that kindness can tame the wildest storms. Folks started calling him the Texas Two, a living testament that out here, where the earth don't bend, a single act of heart can ripple forever. It hit Rangers deep. Newbies signed up, inspired, swearing to guard the wild with the same fire Travis showed that day. So where's this tale heading? Does it ride off into the horizon or spark something bigger? Stick with me. This ain't the end. It's proof that in America's untamed heart, a man and a lion can write a story that'd make even the stars lean in, whispering, "Damn, that's real." The tale of Travis and Cody unveils timeless lessons for us seasoned folks. Kindness can forge unbreakable bonds, even across the wildest divides. One act of courage, freeing a trapped soul, can ripple into loyalty that defies nature itself. It reminds us that gratitude isn't just words, it's action, like Cody risking all for Travis. For us, it's a nudge to lend a hand, to trust in the good we sow, knowing it might return when we least expect it. In life's twilight, this story whispers, take a chance on compassion. It's never too late to find a friend in the unexpected.